So as Rotarians, I urge every one of us to step forward, do something, despite our small contribution, because every drop of water will finally make up the ocean. And it is my strong appeal to every one of us that we need to step up. Try not to use plastics, for example, which is polluting emotions. And not only because it is not seen by us, it is these microplastics in the ocean that are causing all the illnesses that we experience. The fishes in the sea consume this unknowingly. It causes these creatures in the sea to be killed. And worse still, when they're ingested, they become part of the food chain. We consume the fish and the seafood, and we become the repository of all these toxic materials. I'm sure you've read in the papers recently a publication by the research done here that along our own beaches, they have found these microplastics in the sand, which can cause infection if you have an open wound and you walk through the sand. So ultimately, what we do and others do will come back to affect us, our very lives. So do please heed the call to cut down on use of plastics. All right? So these are just two examples. Of course, it is easy to preach, easy to ask questions. But what do we do as Rotarians to solve this problem? We do know that in this highly volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world that we live in, there is no right or wrong. Everything is a shade of gray. What we need is good judgment, honest reflection of what is the truth. Is it fair? And fairness is something that is very hard to define. Who is this fair to? Who cares about issues that we want to share? Will it build goodwill? Will it build friendship? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? So we need to be committed, and we need to look at ethics. Every invention can be applied for the good, and it also can be applied to the bad. So technologies can help, technologies can destroy. The call is for all of us to exercise good judgment and make sure that we make a decision, we reflect on the four-way test, come to a reasonable balance. There is no right or wrong in what we do. But as long as we feel that we have contributed and made a difference to the world, to our friends, to our family, to the community we live in, and to the international globalized world, which is really connected. What we do here in Singapore will affect others around the world. But what others do, like the US and China trade war, has already impacted us. So we call upon all Rotarians and every one of us here today to commit to applying the four-way test. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. It's a good reminder for all of us Rotarians to remember the four-way test. And I think that Megan has reinforced to all of you that you try to remember the four-way test. What is the first one?
It's true.
Is it true? Second one?
It's fair.
Is it fair to all concerned? The third one? Will it build better? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? And finally, will it be beneficial for all concerned? Megan has also basically says this, that as Rotarian, we are the little boy and the starfish that makes the world of a difference. So ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Rotarians and friends who are here, I hope you have basically enjoyed the message, realize that things are very difficult in the future, but if we work together, it's possible that we can make things happen. The next speaker that I'd like to introduce is somebody I know very well because he's been involved with me and a group of my good friends who were in Toastmasters. We did a program called Youth Leadership Program, and we also did public speaking training in Rotary Club of Moa. He has a special passion. His passion is developing people, developing staff. And now he decided that he's going to do more things, helping young people to coach and mentor them. Ladies and gentlemen, can I welcome Mr. SerSimNgarn. The title of his speech is Nurturing the Power Within. Nurturing the Power Within, Mr. SerSimNgarn.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Oh my God, what time is it? I'm late. I am late for work. I'm late for work. What am I going to do? I have to quickly get ready and rush out because I've got an important meeting. So I quickly get dressed, rush out, get onto the lift, and press the button. Quick! It's at the basement. I need it to come out right now. I need to get to my car. Quick, press. Wait, and wait, and wait, and still coming up. Finally, it's open. I stepped in, closed the door. Basement again, because I need to get to my car quickly. But, guess what? Door open. Somebody's coming in. I wait again. Door open. Somebody's coming in again. What is this? Everybody is going to work at the same time. I need to go to the basement right now. And as you know, guess what? Open again. Somebody's coming. Open again. So after a few times, finally got to the basement. I dashed out, drove my car out, and I see traffic light. Just turn green. I can make it. Before I could step on it, the car on the right just swung in. No indicator at all. Didn't indicate. Just swung in front of me and then slowed down. And I have to slow down as well. Otherwise I'll hit him. And of course, because of that, I get onto the red traffic light. Missed it. I said, okay. I need to overtake this car. So I put on my indicator, get ready. And as I try to indicate, every car that went by just refused to give way. So I have to wait for freeway before I can get in. But I managed to get in and then go. And another traffic light, red again. This is not good. How come it is not helping me? I'm trying to get to my work, I'm trying to get to an appointment, and yet I have more and more blockers coming in. Nobody is helping me. Very frustrated. I get to the meeting, of course I'm late. And my supervisor said, no, your proposal is not ready yet. You still need more work. Oh, this is not going to be a good start. I have to deal with bad drivers, and now I come to an office, late for my meeting, and yet my supervisor didn't support my proposal. Not good. Any one of you has something similar like this? Yeah. Don't feel good at all, right? So I go back to my office, and then the phone rang. I picked up. Hey, it's my friend Bruce. that I haven't seen for a while. I answered the phone. Bruce said, hey, I'm coming to visit you guys this weekend. Are you free to catch up? I said, yeah, sure. And he said, go round up the guys and we'll have a good time. Okay. So I picked up my phone. I have the call. I rang Edmund. Edmund, Bruce is coming to visit us. Can you go and fetch him? I said, sure. In fact, don't worry, I'll look after him when he's here. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you, Edmund. And then I have to ring somebody else. Richard, Bruce is coming. And then Richard said, okay, that's great. I haven't seen him for a few years. Where are we going for restaurant for dinner? I said, I don't know. I haven't thought about that. Richard said, don't worry. I know lots of places. I can fix up the place. Oh, you will book the restaurant. Okay, done. And then another person, Brown. Hey Brown, Bruce is coming, man. What are we going to do? They said, have you got a restaurant? I said, yeah, don't worry. Richard will look after that. Then Brown said, I will bring the wines because I know what Bruce like. Oh, I didn't have to organize anything. All the organizing was done. Somebody's picking him up. There's a restaurant book, and I don't have to worry about the wines as well. Oh, this is sounding really good. I just make phone calls and everything is done. Fantastic. As soon as I put on my phone, I got a call from my supervisor. Supervisor said, hey, I just had another look at the proposal again. Actually, it's not too bad. So why don't you just refine a bit and then we can proceed with the proposal. Well, this is not bad. I started off with a morning feeling that this is going to be a lousy day. And then next thing you know, I have things piling up. It seems to be going my way. Anybody has something like this also? That it works, that things happen, and then you seem that you are on the roll. No issues at all. So what is this about? So we have two situations. One, very unpleasant, and one after another thing happened to you. It seems to be a blocker. Lots and lots of blocker, and you look like you're spiraling down. On the other hand, you have something that it's hopeful, it's cheerful, and it's promising, and you stack up, you go up and up. So, what are these? I call them vibration. I call them vibrations. So your unpleasant ones, the one that go down, I call them negative vibrations. And I've got a sound for it. You guys got to help me, okay? So negative vibration sounds like eh. Alright? Can I hear that? What? Thank you. And the happy and the hopeful ones, those are what I call positive vibration. And they sound like ding, 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 ding. So how does positive vibration sound like? Thank you. So this is what I'm going to talk about. Positive vibrations and negative vibrations for tonight. So in the universe out there, there is this thing that says that I will receive whatever vibrations I send out. So I will receive whatever vibrations I send out. So if you send out negative vibration, you will get negative vibration. So this universe has got no brains. It doesn't do any logic, no comparison. It all is only got one job to do, and it just matches whatever you send out. So if you send out negative vibrations, what are you going to get? Negative again. If you send out positive vibrations, what are you going to get? Positive vibrations. Okay? Very good. So, but you know, we have the power. We have the power within ourselves to send out the types of vibrations that we want. Isn't that powerful? Isn't it amazing that we can do that? Yeah? So, I'm in the business of helping others to nurture their power within themselves to attract more of what they want. Who wants to attract positive outcomes? And what do you have to do to attract positive outcomes?
Be positive.
You have to send positive vibration. And how does positive vibration sound? Ding, 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 ding. Thank you very much for participating. So, now, to do that, what do we have to do? We have to mind our vibration. Okay? So we need to form a bubble around us with positive vibration. Okay? But we are all humans. And humans have days where things just don't hang together. They keep falling down or they keep spiraling down, and you are looking at, oh, this is all bad, it's not going to work for me, and something like that. And we're all going to have that. But that's something that you can do. What can you do? You can reset. Reset? Yes, you can reset. How? Well, it's very simple. You just need to ask yourself, so what do I want? All right? When you're feeling that you're all down and your everything is against you, ask yourself, so what do I want? Because when you start focusing on what you want and you give it attention and energy, well, guess what? When you start focusing on something that you want, you switch to positive vibes, positive vibration, because you are focused on what you want. Right? You switch it to positive vibration. And when you do that, you allow the universe to match what you just sent out. Alright? And when the universe match what you sent out, then what do you get? You get more of the positive outcomes that you want. Okay? So, that's my gift to you tonight. Mind your vibration. Give it energy and attention and focus to what you want, and the universe will match it. Alright? So, I spend my time helping others to nurture this power within themselves. And I find that if you help to exercise this muscle, it will help you, or it will actually form a habit and make that a reality in life for you. Okay? So, as a result of my work with the youth in Rotary, I want to give this to the young people. I can see that this potential, this nurturing the power in them, will help them to achieve or to maximize the potential in their lives. So, I hope when the time comes that you would join me in supporting the youth this way. Thank you very much.
Ding, 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 ding. So what am I doing? Right, man. People who think positive will become more positive. What happens is that the energy is transferred from here to the other side. And this is what we do in World Speech Day, because all we talk about is positive energy. World Speech Day is